For history was history, fools were we. Then we climbed a tree and finally we could see. Lo, then the internet made us smart, now know everything do we. Thus we share with thee these trifleries, till nobody learns nothing.
This episode of Bottom of the Barrel was recorded in front of a live studio audience.
This is an exciting episode, a historic episode. We come to you every week, as many of you well know. On this particular edition, we have a live episode here at Anime Town, Louisiana, in the Shreveport area, specifically Bossier City. And I got to say, I was kind of surprised because I haven't found the people here bossy at all.
Jay, it's not Bossier.
Oh.
That's what you are, is Bossier.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Bossier.
Bossier.
Yeah.
That would explain why everyone's so nice. All right, my bad.
And so bougie.
Very bougie.
Bossier City, a twin city, some consider it, to Shreveport, Louisiana. And we are delighted to be here at the convention having our very live and exciting episode of Bottom of the Barrel. Welcome, everyone. For our topic this week, we wanted to do...
Can I tell you something that people may not know if they're not from Bossier City?
Yeah.
Is Shreveport and Bossier are separated by the Red River.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Red River is very important to our topic.
That's
It
true.
sure is.
Mhm.
I was just about to announce our topic when I was interrupted. This is a theme of Bottom of the Barrel. We interrupt each other all the
We
time.
sure do.
It's how we show...
John's the best at it.
He's very good. I'm trying to learn, but it's how we show we love each other. This week, we wanted to do something specific to the geographic location where we find ourselves.
Right.
And so we wanted to do something that was special to Shreveport, Bossier. And what we decided to do was something that is impactful for this area. It's the riverboat casino industry. Kind of special to Bossier City and Shreveport.
Yeah.
And so we will dig into that a little bit and share a little history and fun facts about this industry and what makes this area special. Shreveport used to be a big oil town. Did everyone know all that? Big northwest Louisiana was rich with oil and natural gas.
Was
back
there a
in the day.
particular company that was here exploiting, leverage or drilling?
Yes. The first was Crystal Oil.
Crystal Oil. Very good.
But that is a misnomer.
The first commercial natural gas field in Louisiana was discovered accidentally in 1870 when a water well was drilled at the Shreveport Ice Factory.
Oh, no.
The security man at the Shreveport Ice Factory was lighting a cigarette when he ignited a natural gas leak.
Jesus.
And I think he's fine. And he discovered
He's not fine now. That was 18 what?
1870.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, but he's got a statue because he discovered the natural gas industry in Shreveport.
Did he look like the cigar cartoon where the guy just...
Yeah. It was hilarious.
Okay,
Everyone
good.
pointed and laughed.
Well,
And
that's what happens when you drill for water at the ice factory. You can expect trouble to come up.
The first natural gas pipeline was laid as a result, taking gas from Caddo Field near Caddo Lake, slightly north of here, to Shreveport. This was in the early 1900s. This is like 1908, where the first natural gas pipeline was built, and business boomed.
Yeah.
Oil was the thing here in this area. In the early 1980s, business was absolutely booming. Crude oil prices soared to a record $35 a barrel. At the time in 1980 was equivalent to $134 a barrel today. And towns like Oil City, which is 30 minutes north of here, home to the Caddo Pine Island oil field, thrived. Industry provided round the clock work You could work in the oil business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Banks caught up in the optimism, lent money freely with little more than a signature. If you were an oil man, you could buy anything you wanted.
Including a riverboat, which is what we're going to talk about eventually.
John interrupted me. Anyway, Caddo Lake, just north of here, became the site of the first overwater oil platform in the country, John.
Oh,
wow.
And a pipeline was built to transport
Was it built
crude
from a paddle boat?
to a Standard Oil refinery.
Oh, Standard Oil,
You wanted to know about that in
That's
Baton Rouge?
Chevron now.
After reaching its peak in the 80s, the oil industry was upended when Saudi Arabia ramped up their production, flooding the global supply and causing the price to plummet to only $10 a barrel. That's 29 in today's dollars, Kyle.
So I remember the long lines for gas in the 80s. Is that part of it?
That was part of the oil crash. It was a full-fledged crash. Drilling wells in the U.S. dropped from 2,300 to barely over 1,000 in a single year. Crystal Oil, once a leading independent producer, lost nearly $200 million in the first quarter of 1986, filed for bankruptcy. Shortly thereafter, banks began to collapse. In Louisiana, the economic ripple was devastating. Oil and gas revenues had once made up 40% of the state budget. No longer, all gone. So in the late 80s, Shreveport was a very sad place to be.
Yeah.
And then things got good. In 1991, Louisiana lawmakers legalized riverboat gambling in a bid to boost the state's economy. However, some local leaders were hesitant.
Sure.
Then Shreveport mayor, would you like to guess the name of the mayor of Shreveport in 1991, John?
Bill Bossier.
Not bad.
I'm going to go with Kurt Bossier.
Wow. The patriarchy wins again. It was Hazel Beard.
Whoa.
Yeah, the mayor of Shreveport in 1991 was Hazel Beard, Mayor Hazel. She wasn't so sure about it. She didn't want this to be her legacy. She was worried about crime. She was worried about employment. Would this live up to expectations? But she was wrong. Shreveport's first riverboat casino, Harrah's, opened its doors in 1994, drawing huge lines. Gamblers had to wait 4 hours or more to enter Harrah's on opening day.
That's because there was only one machine.
Right. It completely changed the economy. It provided opportunities for many, many people to stay in this area. And soon after, more riverboat casinos followed. Isle of Capri, Horseshoe Casino launched in Bossier mere weeks later. Louisiana Downs, a longtime horse racing venue, added slot machines that same year. And in 1996, of course, Casino Magic opened.
Okay.
So by the early 2000s, Shreveport Bossier was booming with gambling, no longer oil. It's now a gambling town.
Okay.
Riverboat casinos were the order of the day, thanks to a 1991 law allowing.
With grunge came gambling.
Yeah.
In Bossier City.
The sound of prosperity, they called grunge.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. But riverboats existed long before that. It's amazing it took them so long to tap into that.
That was the legal.
I nearly spit Canadian mist all over you. What?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Robert Fulton invented the gambling, or not the gambling boat, but Robert Fulton invented the riverboat.
Just the straight up riverboat.
Yeah,
he took that platform idea and ran with it.
I bet he got it from his wife, Hazel, right?
No.
My bad.
No. This is back in 1811.
Okay.
1811, Robert Fulton built the first paddle boat in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And floated it down the Ohio to the, another river. And
the Ohio
connected to another river. There was like a highway of rivers back then.
Ohio goes to the Mississippi.
That's it. That's the one.
That's the one.
John, I'll interject briefly to say John is known for interrupting, but also for his deep, deep research. He really does
being wildly incorrect.
Yeah. Anyway, it was called the let's see, what was the name of that boat? The New Orleans, and it went from Pennsylvania all the way down to New Orleans.
Right, and you can still do that.
You still can.
Yeah,
just not on that boat.
No, not that boat, but you can still take riverboat cruises from Pittsburgh all the way to New Orleans.
Yeah, you could get on your phone and get on a canoe and open up FanDuel and have a gambling canoe all the way down.
Yes, sir. Did the boat sink in the Gulf, or is it still somewhere?
It's
just waiting to be purchased and restored.
I think it's right out here on the Red River. I think
we're going to buy it and restore it.
Red River also joins the Mississippi, as does the Missouri. And I learned what watershed means. Anybody out here know what watershed is? What the difference is? Okay, so a river, Mississippi River, goes all the way from the Gulf of Mexico up into Minnesota. But
is that direction it flows?
No, flows into the Gulf, and so we have all the rivers that join the Mississippi. That makes your watershed, and it is massive. It goes from the Rocky Mountains. Missouri is actually longer than Mississippi, but the Mississippi, of course, is the confluence. That's right, I said it. All together from
be careful.
I know, right?
Yeah,
and they all come together and dump out into the Mississippi Delta in New Orleans.
Where does Red River join the Mississippi?
It is pretty close to the bottom. It's like in that, is it Baton Rouge, maybe? I've got a map. Let me look at a map.
Oh, no, that's okay. Don't
if
mind
you
me.
really want to know.
I had looked up a little bit about the Red River, and what I found is like it used to be a tributary of the Mississippi, but not anymore. No.
Right here in this picture.
Now it's a tributary of the Atchafalaya River. So I don't know how that works.
But they do join together just north of Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless this map is wrong. John, how did your research go on this?
Well, 1 out of 9 boats would explode.
That's what I learned too.
That's true. 1 out of 9. It was dangerous game was riverboating. The paddle wheel, you had different types of boats. You had the stern wheel, which gave you a lot of thrust. You had the side wheels, which gave you more maneuverability.
Yeah.
But they were all powered by the steam engine.
Okay, so the steam boiler.
The boiler was the common thing. And they, apparently, except for Robert Fulton, many a steamboat builder was pretty crappy in their building. I mean, they didn't care.
A little shoddy construction.
Real shoddy, Jed. Not a little.
It was
real
a gamble.
shoddy. It was a gamble. That was the original gambling on the gambling boat. Was it going to blow up while you were traveling?
Your first bet is, are we going to get there alive?
Yeah, that was the first thing.
So to clarify, the stern wheel is the big wheel,
that's the big wheel in the back.
Provides
Yeah.
Like when they talk about the big wheel keep on turning.
That was
Mary.
You got it.
The stern wheel. Okay.
You got it. That's what Tina and Ike were singing about.
I wonder why she didn't sing "Stern Wheel Keep on Turning."
Not as
catchy, right?
Yeah. Well, side wheel wouldn't have made any sense. Side wheels keep on turning.
rolling.
Somebody stole my chickens.
I don't.
That's another song. But anyway, yeah. So
this is the original Joan Baez recording.
There were several famous boats, apart from the New Orleans. In the 1890s, you had the steamer Imperial. Okay. These were right here around the Red River area.
Please tell me it went through Cleveland.
It went through Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah,
congratulations,
Kyle. Now you got to say it.
Kyle's dreams come true.
In the 1900s, you had Steamer City.
Cleveland Steamer, everybody. Cleveland
In the
Steamer.
1880s, there was a steamer. I'm not going to say this right. The Quachita. The steamer Quachita.
Oh, yeah, Quachita. That is a popular name. That's why I named my daughter Quachita.
I love their bananas.
Yeah, their bananas are really the banana boat. That's the original banana boat. So, and then you had in the 1885, you had the steamer C.W. Howell. No relation to Thurston or
C. Montgomery Burns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thomas Howell is what I was thinking of. Anyway, but yeah, so the side wheelers, you had your stern wheelers, and then you actually had an inboard stern, like you couldn't even see it. They had it covered.
Oh.
Yeah. And that all went away once they came up with the tiny propeller.
Can Jay please do a Thurston Howell in here somewhere? I mean,
sure.
He's got it in his back pocket.
Could you do Thurston, what Thurston would say riding on a
Gilligan, my good man, will you please make the engine stop exploding? I've lost 9 boats this year, Gilligan. Could you please?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was such a good Thurston. I didn't realize you were saying Gilligan. I just heard Gil.
Gilligan, my good man, where's my money? Gilligan.
One of my favorite names for the boat, speaking of explosions, was the Vesuvius.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that's kind of a dumb name. Next, they're going to come out with the paddle wheel St. Helen.
Was it one of the 9 that, like... my
it
favorite scene was
I mean.
Captain Explosion.
Yeah. Well, Big Paddle Wheel back then had a handle on it.
Big paddle wheel.
Big paddle
force
wheel.
to be reckoned with.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know when they started the gambling part. I mean, I know you talked about it when Shreveport made a play for it.
Right.
But there was gambling before that. I mean, I've seen the movie Maverick.
Yeah, and it is right a historical masterpiece. But the
accurate too.
So you said what 1811?
1811 was when the first paddle wheel.
Wasn't far after that because 1820s is where it started becoming a place to gamble, and this is illegally. In 91, obviously, it became legal, but in all the in betweens, it was.
So were they popular just for tourism? Like go ride on the paddle boat?
Well, I don't think. I think it was like transportation. I mean, it was like that's how you're going to get to New Orleans.
Okay.
You know, you're not going to take a stagecoach.
Crops, coal, cotton, and people were. It was
in that order.
Yeah, it was a highway, like you're saying, from the Ohio to the Missouri River.
Yeah.
It goes all the way into the Rocky Mountains.
But at least within 9 years, in 1820, they introduced some leisure element to
right.
it.
You're not just all packed on a boat to go take your, corn.
Oh, so it was something to pass the time?
Yeah.
And a captive audience.
But because like the very,
money.
Very first paddle wheel that Fulton built before it came down to New Orleans, he went from New York City to Albany, New York, traveling 300 nautical miles.
I don't believe you.
And it took them 62 hours.
Okay, well, in the 1820s, to go from Pittsburgh to New Orleans, how long do you think that took?
I would say 62 hours.
A little longer.
63?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
62 days, maybe.
70 plus days to get there.
Yeah, because they would also stop. They'd have to stop and re-steam or build a brand new boat.
Yeah, because it exploded.
I mean, you got to figure if it took 1 out of every 9 boats out, maybe that's 1 out of every 9 days. It blew up and they had to rebuild it.
Well, the
rescue all the passengers. Put
everybody
them on
off, please. We're about to blow up the boat.
Okay.
So when you say captive audience, I mean 70 days, you're going to start to go crazy and want to do things.
Yeah,
and you might as well lose a bunch of money.
Why didn't they build a wrestling ring on the deck?
Well, they had more. Like the ladies had a lounge. So like the men would be in a smoking room. The ladies would be in their lounge. And they were never allowed to commingle in those areas.
I was going to say, you would assume that there was some commingling.
There was commingling. Yeah.
I mean,
much like Noah's paddle wheel.
There's a special lounge for that. Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, but it not only did it bring different crops, different people, but cultures were starting to move around. That's your direct line between the Delta blues and the Chicago blues is the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
And so you're mixing all these things together, and that's so you had quite diverse crowds on these things. So, and one thing that kept them all together was money and gambling it away.
And I'll tell you what they didn't have on the paddle wheel was a bathroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Whatever did they do?
Well, they do off the side, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what the paddle wheel just churns it up. I don't know.
They had a special lounge for that.
Yeah. That you're not allowed in, though.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. No, there were no restrooms. There were no plumbing really on the boat. They didn't do that.
Just some pipes for that steam. And that's it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And you don't want to mix.
We know how pipes work, but we're not going to put the extra in for plumbing. Why would we do that?
No way. No way. That would take up, that's too much.
I think a lot of that has to do with
sink the boat.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they weren't.
It's a lot of lead.
The paddle wheel boats weren't deep drafting boats. They were like Kyle said a minute ago, they're like kind of like a platform.
Yeah.
And so you could get a paddle wheel into some pretty shallow water. It's not, you didn't have they did actually make some ocean going paddle wheels, but they did not do well.
Yeah.
They realized their place is on the river.
And
So
was the ratio for that like 1 out of 1 exploded
yeah.
on the ocean? Okay.
Well, part of the probably part of why they were a little dangerous is because when you're on the water, it became this sort of legal ambiguity that you're not in Missouri, you're not in.
State laws do not apply because you're
so
not in a state.
So it created this legal fiction is a phrase I found online, which I kind of like that.
I
that
like
they
that. Oh.
So if you have no regulations, no law on the water, there's no way to have anyone to go check if your boat's safe. And then everything sort of slowly became legal. Gambling, prostitution, drinks, everything.
Can I just start calling anything legal fiction?
Sure.
Like speeding is legal fiction.
Yeah, tell that to the popo.
I plan to.
Yeah, they'll
Maybe tomorrow
That's
afternoon.
legal fiction, officer.
they'll probably hand you 50.
This is legal fiction. You gotta know what he's talking about.
Let me go home. Speaking of which, we should mention that one of the tenets of Bottom of the Barrel is we not only give you fascinating facts of trivial information that nobody cares about.
Some of the most arcane knowledge out there.
Exactly. We also are consuming vast quantities of whiskey. I'm
Very
drinking
important.
Jameson's today.
What do you have there, Jay?
Oh, you go next.
Okay, I have a little Buffalo Trace. It's a straight bourbon whiskey.
Yum. I'm drinking a fine Canadian blended whiskey called Canadian Mist.
And I know it's your favorite.
It's my favorite.
It is, which is ironic because Canada has no paddle wheel boats.
Why?
Whatsoever. I don't
Did they
know.
all explode?
Well, they were in the ice. Yeah. So, but yeah, so the paddle wheel became a very big fixture. Their heyday was in the.
No one's invented a paddle wheel icebreaker yet, huh?
No, they haven't.
I'm going to do it.
Nor they did actually use. They brought back paddle wheels in World War I. And tried to bring them back in World War II for river navigation.
To probably transport military equipment and people.
Yeah, because boy, those paddle wheels could really move.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
Mounted with Gatling guns.
U-boat resistance.
Yeah.
Not a sitting target at all.
So
they were
weapon.
fun stuff though. Have you ever done a paddle wheel? Like you can still do them today.
Oh yeah,
like you can do paddle wheel cruises.
Yeah, so it took over 70 days to go from Pittsburgh to New Orleans back in the day. You can do the same trip today. How long do you think it takes these days?
Pittsburgh to New Orleans.
Yeah,
On a paddle wheel boat.
Because
I can do it in about 2.5 hours by plane.
Is there a nonstop? Or do they all have to
good
stop?
question. I didn't get that far. I started booking one.
a
And once they started
non-stop paddle wheeler?
I was out.
Okay.
How frustrating would that be if you got the not nonstop and you're at a port and another paddle wheeler just goes right by you, the nonstop. You're like, God, I could be on that boat.
Yeah. If it's a nonstop, I bet they could do it in 18 hours.
But if you stop someplace fun,
yeah,
they're missing out.
I'm not saying not to stop. I'm just
how much
curious
more
for the
fun do
time.
you need than being on a paddle wheel? I mean, come on.
Amen. So how long is it, Kyle Jones?
16 days is the trip.
Yeah.
If you were to buy one today.
For fun.
It'll cost you anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000.
But John's question was apt. Has anyone done it? I haven't been.
No. I've been to one of the casinos that are.
I mean, you can do it, but have you?
No.
And you can do like just the Mississippi. You don't have to go.
You don't have to go.
You don't have to go all the way to Pennsylvania. I mean,
I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
well, if you don't have 16 days to give or 14 days.
And then, there's upstream versus downstream.
Yeah. And then you can add in some tributaries for a little extra cash.
Yeah.
Mississippi plus 3 tributaries. Come on.
And these trips, they can be much longer as well. Like there's lots of excursions. Like you're saying, you can, we're going to go up this arm of this part of the river because there's little rapids you can hop off, go ride the rapids, come back,
Go ride this.
explode,
Go
maybe
right-
in this.
go right. Go ahead.
Oh no! My goodness, everything just exploded. So
Well, and riverboats were not just the Mississippi and Ohio. I mean, they had there's like riverboats and bays and stuff along the Gulf Coast.
And I hope
stuff.
along the Red River at some point.
Yeah, I saw a riverboat last night
Oh, really?
on the Red River.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't moving. It seemed to be attached to something.
Yeah, Katrina really changed all that. And when they were floating boats, they all got washed away. So now people have them kind of permanently moored down and stationary.
They just look like a steamboat.
For the legal ambiguity, and that continued for a long time. You could only gamble on a floating riverboat.
Yeah, because it wasn't in Louisiana.
But Louisiana state law changed again in I think 2018, where they were like, for safety, you guys can gamble on the shore. I mean, you have to be in your boat. But you can be anchored.
It'll be nautically themed buildings. There's like little ropes on the wall and everything.
Okay, they no longer have to be seaworthy. They can just be like boat-shaped buildings. But as long as you're only gambling in the boat-shaped
buildings. We're playing
buildings.
Little Mermaid in the theater.
Good.
Steamboat was also, there's a very famous restaurant called Steamboat Bill's. Y'all ever heard of Steamboat Bill's? Steamboat Bill's. Yeah, down in Lake Charles. Yeah, right there on the lake.
So Steamboat Willie?
Steamboat Willie was what introduced the world to animation.
Mm-hmm.
Steamboat's played a big role.
Billy is a part of William. So
exactly.
I think we're related.
So I think Steamboat Bill is where it came from. But yeah, Steamboat Bill has great crawfish, seafood, and beer. But yeah, so steamboats have played a pretty big role. I've never done a steamboat, but I would love to do a trip on one. Like go from New Orleans up to Memphis or something.
Okay, that one, like I said, between $5,000 and $10,000, so it's not cheap.
No, it's not. I would do it by myself. I wouldn't take my family.
And they're not huge. They're not like the massive cruise ships. Like there's not that many rooms.
Correct. And they're probably not big. I mean, there's not like I'll go to the bowling alley or I'll go into the movie theater. And there might be a movie theater.
And guess what? No more gambling.
That is
really
ridiculous.
Crazy that the fake boats on the side of the shore you can gamble on.
But on a real riverboat, you can't gamble anymore. Really? I wonder why that is.
Any guesses?
I don't know the reason why. I was trying to, as I was looking for a cruise to sign up for.
Has anybody in our studio audience, have anybody been on a gambling riverboat? You have?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a moving one? Okay.
You have. And was it actually moving?
Oh, awesome. And you could.
Here in Louisiana, they actually come off of the bird, and then you have to gamble and then come on. I was around that time, but in Florida, they still do it.
Okay.
Well, now I've been on a boat like that. I'm talking specifically a paddle wheel. I've done a boat where like it left Tampa or St. Petersburg and goes out into the Gulf, kind of into international waters.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's international waters in the river, though.
And
I mean, like, where does they? And is it the middle of the river? If it's
got to be in the middle.
You got to be right smack in the middle because now you got like one paddle in
interstate no man's land.
Yeah.
It's got to be smack dab between. For your experiences, what was the minimum length of time that the boat goes out and it comes back?
2 hours.
Same for you? I know your golf trip would have been longer than 2 hours.
Oh, it was, but it was like an hour and a half trip out. You stay out for about 2 or 3 hours and then you come back in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to give people time to lose their money.
Yeah.
And then you come back in.
Attacked.
I was actually, I was with my good friend Bob Odenkirk, and we were on the boat. No, I was doing a PC Cowboy show. I used to be in a band called the PC Cowboys. It was a politically correct country and western band. It was a comedy act, really. And we got a gig in Florida. We drove from Texas all the way down to Florida, loaded our gear onto the boat, and then we pulled out, and it was 6 o'clock at night. And they said, okay, so we're leaving. We're going to head out to international waters. We're going to let people gamble and drink, and then we're going to head back. And once we get to a certain point, you guys will take the stage, give them a little entertainment. We're like, great. That is 6 o'clock. And they go, listen, the buffet's open, the bar's open, help yourselves. Y'all are probably going about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight.
Oh.
So our biggest challenge was staying sober.
Yeah.
Because when you tell actors there's an open bar and it's free, there's going to be trouble.
Yeah, it's like a challenge.
Yeah. And so we it was a terrible show. But but
any recordings?
No.
I'd
But
pay
much like the
$3.
train that just went by,
Yeah.
we were doing a song called Idaho. And the opening, we said it was a deal where we left Texas, headed to Florida, but we had the map upside down, and we ended up in Idaho because upside down Idaho looks a little bit like Florida. And anyway, we didn't make our
right?
show, but we were drinking.
That's a stretch.
But we didn't make our show, but we wrote a song called Idaho, and the opening line is Idaho, but I lost her to a welder named Foster. Anyway, that's the punchline, opening song. And we're pulling into the port of the Florida where we are. And we go, okay, folks, well, here's a song for you. Call, and we tell the story, and I'm playing the guitar. And just as I go, Idaho, the horn of the ship goes, and nobody heard the punchline.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, well, don't be. I ruined it. Well, actually, the boat ruined
Your
it.
job.
So, but that was not a paddle wheel. Let's get back to paddle wheels.
Ooh. Well,
I did experience a paddle wheel. I will say this one time. In college,
see how he sets someone up and then interrupts them?
they called it the paddle wheel. And basically, it was
You got to be good. You got to be good.
Well, it was a hazing thing they did it for our fraternity. They everyone had a paddle, and they just you went through the wheel and they paddled you.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
It couldn't be
How
any
much
other
did
shape.
you pay for that experience?
Anyway,
Big part of tourism in that part of town.
Jay, I have a little story I'd like to tell, but it's not doesn't involve a paddle wheel. It's more about the ambiguity of the law and how people would kind of abuse or subvert laws by using the river.
That's important to allowing this industry to thrive.
Yeah. So,
Do it.
in this one, we're going to leave the Mississippi watershed, if you'll allow it.
sure.
All right. So,
Close your eyes and imagine a journey away from the Mississippi watershed. There you are.
Lick this toad.
anybody ever heard of Judge Roy Bean? Couple of nods. Couple
Law
of shakes.
west of the Pecos.
Yeah, he was known as Law West of the Pecos. Crazy story. We're going to do an episode on just him at some point.
Absolutely, you will.
But this will give you a good idea of who he was, this little tale. But let's see. A real quick rundown of him. He was born in Missouri, broke, no money, left at 16 on a flatboat to New Orleans along the Mississippi River. Anyways, did all this crazy stuff. He fought in the Mexican-American War.
How did the flatboats propel themselves?
I don't know. Maybe it was that's
I think
why
they
the
used
bathroom.
the sticks. They just kind of did
The giant
stick.
sticks?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the stern stick or they had the side
Side
sticks.
sticks.
Mhm.
And never the twain would meet.
That's
Aw,
right.
Mark Twain.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're bringing it all together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Thanks.
So he fought in the Mexican-American War. He killed a guy. He went to prison. He was teamster, bartender, cattle rustler, all sorts of things. And he finally finds himself
Got into politics.
in a tiny town in Langtree, Texas, that he named. It wasn't a town. He got there, and it's just off the Rio Grande River.
You know why he named it Langtree, right?
Yeah, it was a model.
Yeah, it was an actress named Lily
Yeah,
Langtree.
he had the hots for some girl and changed the name to.
Did that work out for them?
It's still Langtree,
Was she-
Texas.
I know, but was she suitably impressed to be like, whatever you want?
I don't
Roy.
know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he looked like a rough.
I think it was more one of like, quit stalking me.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a restraining
Stop
order.
naming towns after me. God. Okay.
And so
Common problem.
he started a town. He had a saloon. You remember the name?
The Langtree Saloon?
No.
No.
I know he had a bear there.
It was a bananas weirdo situation. Anyways, the Jersey Lily.
The Jersey Lily, that's right. But Jersey
after
Lily
Lily
for Lily
Langtree?
Langtree, yes.
Yeah, Lily Langtree. Yeah. And
I wasn't far off.
no,
From Jersey.
I don't know. Was she from Jersey?
No,
Oh.
I don't know.
Wait. No, or I don't know.
Did he
Both.
name it Jersey Mike's?
No, that came
Oh, that's
later.
too bad.
So after all this stuff, hey, we need a local judge. Why don't I run? and tell everybody that they're going to vote for me. And they did. So he became Justice of the Peace, or law west of the Pecos.
And what year was this?
Who
18
1890s.
Yeah, man. One of our episodes that you can go check out at bottomofthebarrel.com.
Highly recommend.
But one of our that we did just recently was on circuses and P.T. Barnum and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's almost like he was that kind of character that like
over the top
anything I can do to make a buck.
Yeah.
And when you become your own judge of your own town,
yeah,
you can really make some bucks.
Kind of do anything. And so he did not stop being the bartender of the Jersey Lily. So he ran his bar and he ran the court out of the bar.
Right.
And known for using a bottle of whiskey as his gavel and just slamming it down on the table on the bar to make his...
That's where they come up with, you got to take the bar. That's where lawyers, that's where that came from.
That can't be right.
It can
Right.
be.
It could be.
In the world of imagination.
I mean,
Did you go to www.internet.com to find that?
He went to internet law school.
No, about that.
I got a degree. That's look, if Lily Langtry can come from Jersey, that could be true.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So he's got his own town, he's got his own law, and he loved to call, make things happen, just like P.T. Barnum. So he decided, I'm going to have a big premier boxing match. And
Hell yeah.
it was supposed to happen in El Paso, but he swindled his way and swindled it over to Langtry somehow. I'll find out that story whenever we just do a thing about him. So he pulls all the people from El Paso over to Langtry and to have this big boxing match. And it is between Bob Fitzsimmons
Hell
of
yeah.
Australia and
And a kangaroo.
Peter Maher, a Irishman guy.
Do you know who the judges were at that boxing match?
I would assume it's that guy. I'm assuming
Roy Bean.
Judge Roy and his
Bean.
2 bar hands.
Yeah.
Far backs.
But the townsfolk were like, oh, no, we can't have this and all the fighting and the gambling that's going to go along with it. The law said it couldn't do it. In general, the state and the Texas Rangers even told him, no, you can't do this. And so what had happened was he built a wooden floating walkway out to a sandbar and built the ring on top of the sandbar.
In the middle of the river.
In the middle of the Rio Grande, so it was not in Texas.
the Rio Grande, not the Pecos.
Rio Grande, yes.
Yeah.
And he's west of the Pecos.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the Rio Grande, on a sandbar. So it's not in Mexico, it's not in Texas, and
Thank God he did it before the wall was built.
right. But the
If you know where a floating dock is in the Pecos, will you let me know?
I'm on it.
That.
I'm gonna let me
Okay.
Google map it right now.
Thank you.
And so the Texas Rangers, I guess, just gave him a pass. What I read was it was too remote because it wasn't illegal in Mexico either. But it was so remote from any civilization in Mexico that they weren't going to be able to get there in time, even if they cared
Right.
enough to stop it. And
They're like, all right, Roy, nice one. Nice one.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the cartels didn't take that up and like just start doing their drug business on sandbars in the Rio Grande.
Completely legal.
Completely
Yeah,
legal.
it's all
yeah,
fine.
You can't touch me
yeah. And so
I've been looking
except
for a
that
side
drone.
So, of course, crowds come pouring into Langtry, Texas, in the middle of nowhere to see these guys from the other side of the world have a boxing match. And, of course, the Jersey Lily was open and made a killing that day.
You bet. Drinks double price, probably.
And the fight started way late, so everyone's just stuck there with all this booze and drinking. And the fight finally happens. And, Bob Fitzsimmons was the victor. He knocked out Peter Maher.
The Australian beat the Irishman.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That never happens at home.
And after all this trouble, first round, 1 minute, 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's like a Mike Tyson fight.
Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas.
Don't mess with an Australian in Mexico.
Did he bite his ear off?
This is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I'm the champ. And I'm going to prove it on November 13th when I make Buster Douglas my girlfriend.
I'm going to go celebrate by taking a riverboat ride. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Who do you think has the better Mike Tyson? Me or John Swayze?
I think
Jay, I'm going to go
It's John,
Jay.
right?
It's you.
Yeah.
It's you. Totally. Thurston and Mike.
I don't really do a Mike Tyson.
Nor should you.
Wait till you hear my Bob Mayer.
Woo! Woo!
Peter Mayer.
Oh, right.
Hey, you know what? Now's a great time to take a break, so let's take a break.
You know like moon? You know like scary bad nighttime? You know like cold time? You know like big monster eat new baby? Well, me have answer for you. My name Clog, and here at Clog Fire Stick, we solve you darkness and danger problem. Clog have big fire stick, Clog have small fire stick, Clog have fire stick in middle size that no big or small, and good price too. With down payment of 2 lizard, you can be having fire stick today. But no take me word for this. Take from Clog happy customer. Gunt would make Gunt sick. Gunt need fire stick. Gunt get fire stick from Clog. Clog fire stick is family business since before big rock fall from sky. And come with lizard back guarantee. So you make fire with confidence. Come Clog fire stick, just off Tree River next to Bone Pile. Clog fire stick, fire good.
And that's what we call taking a break.
Please pass the mic. Jay, you got anything else for us?
I will in a minute. John?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Look at this.
So I am...
Well, I
in-depth
will say
research?
this, that the whole paddle wheel thing with Robert Fulton started.
Mhm.
You want to know why?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Because
Because legal fiction?
he was commissioned by Napoleon.
What?
Yeah, originally commissioned by Napoleon
To do what?
to build a torpedo and a submarine. And out of that came the paddle wheel boat.
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Well, it was right on the internet.
Well,
It's what I typed into Wikipedia anyway.
he failed miserably at the torpedo and submarine part.
Well, I mean, yeah, he just said, screw it, I'll make a
Yeah,
paddle wheel boat.
I want you to make this. And
Could you
just
imagine that
make
little
something else.
conversation like, Mr. Napoleon, listen, I know you wanted this thing underwater,
Look at here.
but let me show you, though, something I've done come up with. I think you're going to like it. It's called a paddle wheeler. Now, the good news is, like a torpedo, there's a good chance it's going to explode anyway. So what you want to do is get your enemy. First of all, you can sell them tickets. So you're going to make a little money. You get
Here
them
in
on-
America, we call that a win-win.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
And you know what Napoleon said?
This is what called capitalism in our country, sir.
And Napoleon said,
Exactly.
That's my
Now, you
Napoleon.
got a place called
Wow.
Waterloo. I'm
Oh, yeah,
assuming
that's
Waterloo is a great place for a paddle wheeler. You get them on there, and then you get those Englishmen on there, and especially that Wellington fella. Get the Duke on there, and
So wait, in French, is Waterloo a bathroom? Like where you're dumping
it's the English bathroom.
Huh.
The British bathroom is the Waterloo. That's why they won. They were all able to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
The French didn't know what to do. Anyway, but he was trying to say, he was commissioned by
no bathrooms
Napoleon.
on paddle boats or the country of France. This is
Exactly.
well known.
Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
no snakes in Ireland.
Not
But
anymore.
yeah, that's what old Bobby Fulton did. He was going to build a torpedo and a submarine for Napoleon.
So did
And ended up-
Napoleon buy any flatboats, paddle wheels? Because I mean, it's like you order
No,
a sandwich and they
he
give
was
you a
fighting on
pizza.
land. He didn't need that. I don't even know why he needed a submarine.
Have you never been to Paris? The Seine is just chock full of paddle boats. You can't turn a corner without seeing a paddle boat in Paris.
You have to have the side.
But they're all shaped
side
like
wheels.
they're shaped like swans. And you pedal them
that's
with your
lovely.
feet.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's romantic.
Mhm.
Did you already tell us the where and when of the first riverboat casino?
No, I don't know where the first one was, but it was 1820s when they started happening.
Okay.
And were they, when you say like gambling, it probably was just poker stuff.
Probably just cards
like
at
poker
that point,
tables
yeah.
and stuff like that. Much like the second floor of Bally's with all the poker tables.
Only
are.
poker tables.
We
Yeah.
led astray last
If you've
time.
ever been to Bally's, there's no poker tables on the second floor. We
Yeah.
looked.
Yeah. When you're on
We
the
were
first
assured there were, and we were told, oh, they're all on the second floor. We got to the second, nothing but the one-armed bandits.
that's rude.
But that's not important right now.
No.
So so riverboats didn't come to the Red River until fairly recently, some 40 years ago. But yes, I was curious about it would have taken 170 years
That sounds nuts.
for them to come here. Like, where have they thrived? I guess just on the Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi
And then
is
the
the
Gulf.
main artery in the Missouri
Okay.
and the Ohio. The Ohio doesn't get the love.
I'm curious
but
if
the-
state laws are
and it-
such that, like, some states, if they're neighboring states and split by a river, both states are like, oh no, Like, if they both agree.
Well, that's what
They're
I was
gonna
talking about.
patrol
Like,
those
if you were in
rivers.
the middle of the river, like, where does the one state end and the other begins? I mean,
Yeah.
you got one paddle in Texas and one paddle in Louisiana.
Like, if both states are really agreed on this and they're like, we are so against gambling, tell you what, neighboring state, I'm going to give you full rights over the river so that you can assert your law that says this river belongs to the state of blankety-so, and there'll be no gambling here.
So when you're like on the river and you're gamble, but oh crap, we're about to pass through the Missouri Triangle or whatever, and they turn off the machine.
The Missouri Triangles where a lot of paddle boats disappeared in the Missouri Triangle.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Now we know
you don't
why.
want to go there, dude. That's a bad place.
I don't recommend.
Mm-mm.
Do not recommend.
But I don't know if paddle wheelers like were all over all the rivers. I think they kind of just did the main. I mean, there would be a paddle wheeler.
It has to be a pretty big, wide river to
Yeah.
accommodate something like that.
Well, apparently, anybody here from Shreveport? Yeah. So apparently, didn't the Red River used to be wider? Like, anybody know that? I just saw a clip on YouTube. It was like, well, the river used to extend all the way over here. Now it's a park. So I don't know if they reclaimed it. Like said, hey, man, the river's too wide. River, you don't need to be that
You
wide,
don't need
Red
all this
River.
river.
Or if maybe possibly you've been lied to
By the internet?
by just,
I don't think so, Jay.
no?
No, I've researched the internet on the internet, and it has said, I ask AI.
I retract my
Mhm.
question.
Yeah.
You're
I've
right.
got a degree. Have you not seen my degree from
I would like to-
Wikipedia?
I would actually like to
University.
see. Mahogany frame, right?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, it's teak. Anyway, go ahead. You were saying.
I was, and then I finished saying,
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, surely we're not at the bottom of the barrel yet.
no, heavens no.
Okay.
But I was curious about like where it all started, because some states, I suppose, might allow or did allow gambling, and the riverboat casino wasn't needed.
right. You
Like
just have
this-
a casino,
Yeah.
which is kind of where it's headed back now with what we were talking about earlier. The
People are
ones
coming to their
landlocked.
senses.
Yeah.
Like, there's money to be made here.
And
as
they're
long as we
all
can-
owned by Tillman Fertitta.
and Cherokee tribe.
Yeah.
That's right. Oklahoma became quite the gambling joint, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can barely throw a stick.
Well, that's too bad. You should work out a little more.
How dare
Which
you?
people used to do on the paddle wheels by actually getting on the wheel like a treadmill.
Yeah,
They would
like a
actually,
big
as the
hamster wheel.
boat would progress downriver or upriver, depending on which way you were going,
Wow.
at 6 a.m.,
You
they
have
would
to-
have a workout session and people would get on the wheel and jog as it would go.
Well, yeah, I mean, for your kind of layperson, downriver is the workout for you. If you're in CrossFit, you're going on the upriver boat. Like
exactly.
you got
because that thing is really churning. It's got to really turn.
They
fast.
need all that energy.
Mm-hmm.
There is a staggering of 48 states have some form of gambling legalized. There's only 50 states.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
Now wait just a minute.
I know John's been lied to. So
But not like this.
I'm not very good at math, but that sounds like almost all the states.
Is it?
You want to guess which 2 states do
Hawaii and Alaska?
Ooh, you're half right. Hawaii is one.
That does not allow gambling.
Correct.
Right. Only
Of
certain.
any kind, like no state lottery.
Is it Utah?
It's Utah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Brigham Young.
And no caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. You can get caffeine.
What?
You sure about that, Jay?
I'm 92% sure.
I'm sure
Well,
you can.
we're coming to you, folks. For those watching at home, we are coming to you from. Well, Jay would call it Bossier, Louisiana, but it's Bossier, Louisiana. And we are at Anime Town, Louisiana. And Anime Town has several shows, one of which is in Salt Lake City. And I've done that show, and there was no caffeine at that convention.
You couldn't get a Diet Coke no matter where you turned?
Caffeine free.
Wow.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could if you bought a membership to a club or something.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The Caffeine Club.
Caffeine Club of America.
I think Judge Roy Bean came up with that sort of nonsense. Oh, this is a dry area. Sort of.
But if you're a member of my Premium Platinum Club, no problem.
The Judge Roy Bean Premium Platinum Club. I did do in Texas. There's a town called Cleveland, which we passed through on the way here from Houston, and
Tell me there's a steamer.
we went to we went to a funeral there one time, and we got there way early, so we decided to go to a bar.
I love this story. So.
And we walked in the bar, which was called Bar, and it was real dark inside. We sat down at the bar,
Surrounded by lawyers, I'm sure.
and they said, "Are you members?" And I said, "Members of what?" And they said, "Members of Bar." You got to be a member to drink here.
I have to have a legal license to drink at this establishment?
Uh-huh.
Member of the bar.
And they said, "Well, you can buy a membership here at the bar. It's $5. It also comes with 2 cocktails."
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, I'll become a member. In fact, I'll become a lifetime member. What does that cost me?
I think I'll order the Judge Roy Bean.
Do you have that membership certificate in the mahogany frame?
I do,
Next
right
to
next
your
to
degree?
my certificate.
I cannot wait.
Dallas, I don't know if it's still the same, but there's a part of Dallas called Addison that you had to get a card, and it was a similar thing. It's like, you just bought a membership and a beer.
Well, you know, this is how Judge Roy Bean probably did so well, because laws, especially in Texas, we have these things called blue laws. Like you can buy a hammer on a Sunday, but you can't buy nails. I mean, stupid stuff like that.
That's not true.
Well, it used to be. But
He said stuff like that.
In the Heights, which is an area neighborhood in Houston, there were parts of the Heights that were dry. So you could like go to a bar right across 19th Street, but on the other side, you could go to a restaurant. They would not serve you alcohol because that part of the Heights was dry.
Legal fiction.
So you had to drink in the middle of the street.
Yeah. You walking
That's where it
across
was
the street.
legal.
That's the only way you could never get arrested.
You could
As long as
gamble
you're
there
in the middle
too.
of the street and driving in a moving vehicle. As long as you were in a moving vehicle in the middle of the street.
And
They
growing
couldn't
up,
touch you.
growing
And the
up,
law just shook their head like we can't do anything about
It
it.
helped a lot to be like driving right over the line, dotted
Ooh,
line in the
yeah.
middle of the street.
Empty.
That's when you're safest.
Yeah.
In the Heights, that is.
Right.
Only in
Well,
the Heights.
And also, you wanted to be going the right direction, so your half was in the
yeah,
legal
and you
side.
stick your arm out the car window.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you were getting pulled over, you just put your beer right out of the window, and
That's
then
how
just,
to drink.
oh, damn it.
Sirens turn right
God.
off.
Yeah.
They just pull
That's
off.
how you got to.
We got to
Dejected.
change the laws. These people are too smart for us.
That's how you got to drink and drive safely.
Yeah.
Oh.
tempt the cops with things like that. In Dallas, growing up in Dallas, there was a lot of wet and dry areas, like a big patchwork quilt. But yeah, every creek, every railroad, you would cross that bridge, and then all of a sudden, liquor store, liquor store, liquor store, or the other way around, and it was just they're all gone.
Much like the sister towns of Nacogdoches and Lufkin. Y'all are probably familiar with Lufkin and Nacogdoches, sort of much like Bossier and Shreveport, or Fort Worth and Dallas,
or Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah.
Twin Cities.
Which is on the Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Where the paddle wheelers are.
Wow.
That's how we make it all come together, folks, right there. Woo. That's solid work.
It's lightning in a bottle, like you'll get in every episode of Bottom of the Barrel.
Which we have not yet reached, apparently.
Available wherever you seek your podcasts.
Mm-hmm. So anything else, Jay? What else?
Maybe, possibly, maybe.
I only have 2 pages of notes, and they've both been exhausted.
Oh,
you are exhausting.
I know.
That fits. I was curious about, and I asked about this a little bit before, about the history of paddle boats, river boats, before they were riverboat casinos, like they were used for
transporting goods
for industry and for
people,
transportation for people. But I was curious about when they became touristy leisure time thing.
Right.
And so there were, at some point, we talked about they introduced gambling just like because we got people stuck on this boat for 70 days. But also there were showboats.
Oh, yes.
There's a musical called Showboat, a Hammerstein musical that covers the history of a single showboat called the Cotton Blossom.
Cotton Blossom.
And the musical spans 40 years from 1887 to 1927.
Is it on the Mississippi?
It is a Mississippi showboat.
Really?
Who
was in the movie?
River.
That's from
Old Man River. Yeah. Old Man River is from the musical Showboat, and it's about the Mississippi. The Old Man River is the Mississippi.
Yeah. You'd know that if you saw the movie Vacation, because Chevy Chase sings that.
Look, kids. Hey, kids.
Yeah.
River.
Yeah.
That one.
The Mighty Mississippi. Well, Showboat, though, written by Rogers and Hammerstein.
Hammerstein and Kern, Jerome Kern and Hammerstein.
Rogers would have nothing to do
before.
Wait, whoa.
All right.
Really?
Take your time. Take your time.
No. So this is what Blue Moon is about. Or is that?
It was the other split up.
The other split. So it was after Hammerstein.
It was
Rogers was like, oh no, you said Hammerstein.
Yeah.
Oh no, so it wasn't Rogers then. It was somebody in Hammerstein.
Kern and Hammerstein. Was the partnership before. So there were 2 partnerships. Blue Moon covered
I got you. I'm with you now. I was thinking Rogers the whole time.
This is a riverboat podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
Just relax.
But
John and I are talking about musicals right now.
Musical theaters.
Excuse us.
We have some musical theater people here. We have our good friend John Gremion down there.
Hello.
Who is a singer. And you want a whiskey, John? Is that what just a little bit of whiskey?
If you call,
sure.
if you come
on up here,
if you call out his name, you have to give him whiskey. John just loves
give John a whiskey. It's
John
like give cheese to a mouse,
John
man.
Everybody, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm now an honorary member of the whiskey drinking team of the Bottom of the Barrel just for a minute.
Wait, whoa. Let's put a little break on that, John. Nobody fucking said that. Pardon me. Now we know we're at the bottom because I just used the F-bomb.
I'll take that back. I hereby redact that statement.
No, you're not. Of course, we're all honorary members.
Make these 60 seconds count, Gremion. Make them count.
We're not even members. We're honorary members, actually.
But thank you, John.
It was you who said for a minute, by the way.
Thank you, John, for interrupting him.
Nostrovia.
That makes it
part
of the group.
Yeah. Once you've been interrupted by me, John, you're part of the group. That's kind of the way it works.
Legal fiction.
Another famous boat, by the way, was the Enterprise, helmed by Captain James T. Kirk.
Yeah. He kissed the lady in every show.
Mm-hmm.
Space, the final frontier. Stardate 9121736. The crew is acting strange.
Scotty, when are we going to blow? Thank you, John. That was a single laugh from one of the audience members.
Damn
John
it, Jim,
Gremion.
I'm a doctor.
Scotty, why do our engines keep exploding? I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. She can't take any more. It's the 9th one. It's going to explode, Captain.
Like, could you imagine a paddle wheel Enterprise like in space?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, let's go to warp 4. Are you kidding me? It's a paddle wheel, sir.
We're at an anime
There's
convention.
a freaking paddle on the back.
Are there any fanfic writers in the audience? Could we do a quick episode of Paddle Wheel Enterprise?
I don't care how fast that paddle goes. We're in space.
Where the hell is
There's no friction at all back there.
Where the hell is Spock? Oh, he's in the casino counting cards.
Spock's gambling. Yeah.
Spock, you're not allowed to count the cards. Spock.
Uhura's dancing on the pole.
Oh,
Why would you do that?
Whoa.
Wow, we
Because
reached
she was the prettiest one on the entire show.
Oh, right.
Fair enough.
Okay. Hey, we reached the bottom twice in a single episode. That's almost never happened.
Almost in a
Man,
sentence.
in less than an hour. So anyway, Jay, you were saying before I rudely but cleverly interrupted you.
Yeah, that was good. 5 words into my next sentence, please interrupt me again because I'm pretty much out of material.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm ready.
All I've got is, can't help loving that man of mine. That was 7 words. You were supposed to interrupt at 5. We talked about this.
I was riveted by that.
in
What was that?
rehearsal.
What is that? Is that from Showboat?
Yeah.
Really? Who sings that? Is that who's the main character of Showboat?
Have either of you seen Showboat?
No, but I have seen the
have.
movie about Judge Roy Bean starring Paul Newman.
The main character is Captain Andy Hawks.
And who is he played by? Do you know?
Yeah, on Broadway in 1927, he was played by Charles Winninger.
Well, I knew that. Who played him in the movie? Of course, I didn't know that. He knew Robert Fulton, though.
No, I don't have a name for
Okay,
you.
well, that's okay.
I don't
But
have a
he
name
gets good
for your
friends with Bob
precious
Hope.
movie.
There was,
Although in the 2016 revival, he was played by Malcolm Sinclair.
that
Ring any
movie,
bells?
though, I know, but that movie, didn't that movie have some controversy because who's the actress that they wanted to play in the movie that played on Broadway, I believe? An African-American actress, but they didn't want her in the movie. They were going to literally, I think they were going to, I hate to say this, but it's true. I think they were going to do blackface in the movie.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. It was a
Oh.
big controversy.
When you said were, does that mean they did?
I don't
was
think
against it?
I don't think they ended up doing it. Maybe they did. I don't remember, but it was a real mess. Different time back then. Paddle wheelers existed in a different time. I mean, well, look at all the names of the boats. The Cotton Queen, or what do you call it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're definitely rolling through.
This was Cotton Blossom.
Yeah, the Cotton
fictional-
Blossom. You're rolling through Dixie. I mean, it's
Yeah.
for
There's
sure.
going to be a lot of, I'm sure, the slave trade and through the people and the products
Yeah.
were all over the place. I would.
But
assume.
now there were, I do know the paddle wheelers had different decks, much like a regular ship would have, a cruise ship would have. Like your lower deck is going to be for the people that can only afford, because they would let people on the ship, on the boats, that you want to travel down the Mississippi. That's fine. How much you got? Fine. You get that spot on the deck right there.
That's how Judge Roy Bean went south.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get a stateroom. You had your first class, your second class, your third class, just like kind of on the Titanic.
And there's no toilets still.
And
Is that what
still
you're
no
saying?
toilets.
Okay.
Which was great for the people who didn't have a stateroom, because they were right already at the edge of
They're
the.
sleeping in the bathroom.
Yeah, they can just kind of roll over and right out the side. I mean, it was just really convenient for them.
Oh, here's this. Following along with our Dixie theme, the name of what is considered the fastest, they have 2 paddle boats. First off, They don't even give me a miles per hour. It's just it went 1,154 miles in just under 4 days, and that was super fast. That was the Robert
E. Lee.
Yeah,
Really?
and then the second fastest
was the Ulysses S. Grant?
No,
Hey-o!
this is a weird name. 1884.
Starship Enterprise?
It's called the telephone.
Oh.
When was the telephone created, guys?
Alexander Graham Bell.
That's not a year.
Jay, I've done my research.
Kyle said it first.
Okay.
He just quieter.
I know.
I was leaning in like you taught me to.
That's not a year.
1876. So it was named after a recent invention. 1876 was the telephone, and 1884.
What was the first words uttered on the telephone?
Oh, something bad.
No, I thought it was like,
Look at what
Watson,
man.
can you come in here?
No, it's like, look at what man hath wrought. It was something really dark.
Wow.
Was that the first recording or the first telephone
Maybe
call?
that was the first gramophone, not the first telephone.
Well, you remember
My bad.
who the first, that was back
Why
to
don't you leave
Barnum.
the Wikipedia to
P.T.
me?
Barnum had one of the first recordings
Yes, he did.
on his deathbed.
Yes. With Bell?
With Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all just self-aggrandizing stuff per the usual.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I were Roy Bean.
To your question from earlier, John, Lena Horne.
Lena Horne. Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. That was big news back
The
then.
movie Showboat was in 1951.
Yep, with Burt Lancaster, if I'm not mistaken.
You might not be.
Well, you're looking at the Wikipedia page. I mean,
Am I? Is
I
that what
don't
I'm
know.
doing right
I
now?
don't
Would you like
know.
to tell everyone at home all of the behind the scenes stuff that we do?
well, yeah,
Jeez.
that's what you get when you come to a live recording.
In the film, the title role of Captain Andy Hawks was played by Joe Brown. Is that what you were after?
Who went by the name of Burt Lancaster, if I'm not mistaken.
stage
That was
name.
before he got famous.
Yeah.
Stage name, Burt
That's
Lancaster.
a good move, though. Joe Brown, kind of boring.
Hot dog stuck in the throat.
No one's going to remember Joe Brown.
No, who knows Joe Brown? That's just a Joe Brown.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's no Burt Lancaster.
So, I did find a crazy name while looking things up. Old,
Thank
the
God.
father of Judge Roy Bean, is
A bear?
Fantley. P-H-A-N-T-L-Y. Fantley.
Fantley.
Yeah, never heard of that before.
That's interesting. Not really.
Um,
Sorry. Okay.
Judge Roy Bean was also very racist, just so you know.
Oh, just like the producers of Showboat, the movie in 1951.
Yeah. And their
Well, we
attempt to get Lena Horne out of the picture.
We have really brought it all together, haven't we?
man,
I
have
don't
we?
know where
Have
we
we?
could go from here. Any further?
To the bottom?
What else
Any
you got?
further beneath the bottom than this?
Are we
No,
there?
not really.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we've reached
John made a fart noise not too long ago. That's pretty close.
it. Yeah. Would you do that again right on the microphone so we can all enjoy it? Or there we go.
That's a raspberry.
That's
Which was a fruit transported on riverboats.
And children, that sound means we've reached the bottom of the barrel. Congratulations, children. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, fellows.
Thank you all.
This has been a delight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you at home. And we will wrap it there officially.
Well, we did it. We finally hit bottom. I knew we would. Thanks, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about this finely distilled product, visit bottomofthebarrelpodcast.com, where you can find our previous episodes, merch, and even some Patreon options. If you want to tell us how smart we are or how stupid we are, or if you have a topic you want us to dive into, hit us up on our socials. Bottom of the Barrel Podcast is on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Special thanks go out to our audio production guru, Dave Lasco, our beloved manager and punching bag, Olivia Swayze, and Jonathan Benjamin. Take care.